Mommy de evet, Let's Go Hunt. Bir şey diyeceğim. Gerçekten Baby Shark'ı huntlıyorlar mı o şarkıda yani? Neyse bu konuyu...
Bir dakikaya başlayabiliyormuşuz.
Yani Baby Shark huntlıyor galiba insanları. Çünkü beyaz bir köpek balığı olduğunu düşünürsek Baby Shark'ın ailecek avlanmaya, sörfçüleri yemeye gidiyorlar diye düşünüyorum.
Şaka yapıyorsun. Bir dakika. Daddy Shark
Baby,
dedi.
Baby Shark ideolojik bir şarkı mıdır acaba?
Az sonra. Kapat.
Birbirinden tartışmalı ve spekülatif konular. Peki. Hello everybody. It started to record it. So.
Okay, so we're very serious.
Yes, I started to record. Yesterday we were also recording with all of you guys, you remember? And then we forgot that we were on air with Ozan. Then we kept talking. You can watch it via YouTube. It was streaming.
Very funny.
Did you get any feedback from anyone?
Yes. So welcome everybody. We are at the second week of amberNetworkFestival. And amberNetworkFestival is truly decentralized this year and happens in with many network nodes from Istanbul, Izmir, Tehran, Shiraz, Casablanca, Khartoum, Baalbek, Bishkek, and Cairo. Artistic directors are Ekmel Ertan from amberPlatform and Nina Martin from Oyoun. And we have co-creators and lab leaders, Christoph Wacher and Matthias Youth. Each city has its own curator, and amberPlatform's curator this year is Ebru Yetişkin. And amberNetworkFestival is produced by Oyoun Berlin in collaboration with amberPlatform Istanbul and funded by Berlin Sene's Hauptstadtkulturfonds. And today we are hosting Trouble Market by Oğuz Emre Bal and Eti Kastoryano. Hello. Nice to have you here. And I am personally very excited for the workshop. I have many troubles to sell. And I don't know if I can get more or exchange some. We will see. Let me introduce a bit Oğuz and Eti, and I will need your help as well. So Oğuz Emre Bal, he's a designer, art researcher, and he has participated in national and international art festivals, exhibitions, and he is producing VR as well, Eti?
Virtual reality, augmented reality, 3D printing, and any kind of reality that you want to see, all can create it.
You need reality.
And you are doing a project together called Anten Design?
Anten Design, yeah.
Yes.
Universal Network 10, something like that. But it sounds like antenna, and it's
generally it's like a channel that brings the radiation of talented people and beauty all together. So it's
since
like
2017.
Yes.
So next year it will be your 5th year anniversary.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we are trying to share people works there mostly, especially in the Instagram, to inspire people in digital arts and
digital art, technology, and usually new media platforms that up and coming for the past few years. There are only like a handful of known artists in this area, but there are a lot of people working on this area. So we want to introduce them to like our followers. We have like 9,000 followers on Instagram right now. We're trying. It's a difficult job to have like social media content creation and Instagram following stuff. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And actually, you are sorry. Oh, you are an architect. Yes, and so I'm just copying a bit.
Well, actually, this is my first project as an artist, collaborating with Oğuz Emre Bal. And I'm really happy to be here. I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
She has also architectural background, and also she's graduated from Mimar Sinan University and BAAB in Barcelona. So,
yes. On ecological and sustainable human practices.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I did. Okay.
So today, what we do together?
Okay, today we're going to introduce you to our workshop. We hope that it's going to be an interactive workshop that we can share our troubles and our worries all together. We prepared a small presentation, but it's not like a presentation that we're going to present. We're going to ask you some questions, and we would love your cooperation and collaboration. So I'm going to start sharing the screen right now. Am I? Okay, now it's happening. Oops. Okay, so our project is called Trouble Market, and we're going to go through some slides explaining how we came up with the project and how we are thinking of proceeding, but it's open to interpretation, and we would love your feedback in every way. So where did this idea come from? We facing humanity today are actually the problems that companies and states or power centers generate to protect their economic or political systems beyond human activities. So, in the face of this power, many people have somehow acknowledged the problems and lost their belief that things could change, rather than focusing on the problems that they had to focus on and even let go of these problems. Like, there's an example of a climatologist at Pennsylvania State University. He wrote in an interview in American Scientific Magazine that climate deniers shift tactics to inactivism by using a bunch of D words, as you can see from the slide right now: deflection, delay, division, despair mongering, and doomism. To start with, there is an effort to deflect attention away from systematic solutions. They are trying to convince people that climate change is not the result of their corporate policies, but of our own individual actions. I mean, BP, a multinational oil and gas company headquartered in London, was instrumental in the whole idea of carbon footprint. They introduced the carbon footprint calculator to help get people to think of this as an individual responsibility issue, which is quite funny because people only generate like 7% of the carbon footprint, whereas the companies like BP generate the 76%. But they make it as though it's people's problems.
Yeah, they start to escape from their responsibilities by giving people the sense of it's your problem. You are doing this. We are not responsible for that. You need to change your lifestyle to change everything. So people are thinking that I can change my lifestyle, so I will continue on and I will rely on this system and I can't change anything. I'm the only individual. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of a despair mongering.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't be vegan or go completely organic, then you're not helping the planet. So you don't do anything. But the real responsible parties here are the big corporations usually, but they make it as though you have to change your lifestyle to make the world better.
They are their new tactic is inactivism, which means they are targeting the activism. I mean, if you are trying to tell about your problems, and if you are trying to find spectators for them and also supporters for them, you will be strong. And they don't want that, so they are trying to give you the feeling of you are lonely, you are the only one, so you are so powerless to change anything. So we are a little bit actually we are totally disagree with this because it's kind of also they are making lobbying in the US government, and they are also spending a lot of monies to go some governors, I mean not governors but politic makers. So they are really working hard for this, and people are really unaware about this tactic, this deflection, delay, division, and despair mongering and doomism. That's all they are using right now.
Yeah. So if the system wants to isolate and intimidate us, and if it produces new tactics for this every day, why don't we use their own methods to reveal these troubles? So this is where the idea came from. If the main system is designed to sell everything, like information, experience, concepts, methods, and troubles are also basically an information, why can't they be sold as well?
Yeah, if the system is rely on profit, and if the people are giving their attention that something makes a lot of profit for them, so maybe if we can commodify our troubles, they start to think their inself, and they start to reveal everything to out.
Yeah, also we saw that in Wall Street, I think the water has become, I mean, they're discussing it or something. They're discussing for water to become an investment commodity. So if you can sell or buy water in Wall Street, so why can't you buy and sell troubles, we thought. So we decided to sell and buy troubles.
Yeah, if we able to create a market for the troubles somehow in a adequate way, I mean some logical way, maybe we can help people to avoid these D words from their life, and they started to think about the future, and they became together with this kind of structured way of network.
Yeah. So Trouble Market is a speculative fiction to draw attention to the troubles of the local society to which people belong, that tries to commodify troubles and sell them with the help of an online platform, exactly as the system fictionalizes. Using the methods that the system uses to get people's attention, it invites them to face the troubles they're trying to escape from, and help people to reveal their troubles to public and make them more visible. So these are some early sketches.
Actually, we really started from the basics. The first thing to make this visible with a little shop in Karaköy, like an art project. Actually, it starts with art project.
Like a pop-up store
in
Karaköy that can also be used as a cafe or like a bank. information booth or something.
I asked Eti to draw a trouble coffee or trouble something that you can sell your troubles, and I asked to design a coffee or design a space that you can sell your problems, and we start with very childish thoughts.
This is not mine though.
This is my this is my drawing, and I feel like there's rainbows.
There's an ATM if you missed it. Like there's a trouble ATM where you can withdraw and put in your troubles.
Yeah, and we try to specify and we try to classify our troubles like daily, hourly,
daily, monthly, yearly, and what is that?
I don't know evladiyelik, but
okay, it's like, I mean, you can pass it
legacy.
to your grandchildren or
Legacy,
something.
So
like we thought, there's a space where you can buy and sell your secondhand troubles.
Yeah.
So this is the plan. Oğuz planned it as more like a bank. So they're like specialists.
Yeah, I feel like Guarantee Bank, but I mean, it's really, it really, in my mind, I feel like we can sell it like a banking system, or we can sell it like the scheme of bank spaces. And somehow we are also architects. We are trying to visualize. Dream about that. People are going there. There are some specialists. They are listening about the problems, and they are somehow
giving it value. Like they are deciding how to score them. And so And
so the ones in yellow is Eti's. The ones in
this is Oğuz's, like Oğuz's cafes.
Okay, fiction
and plan, and this is mine.
Okay.
I'll show you the plan later. This is I thought like it could be like a Turkish kahvehane where you have this, bed fonts on the windows, and you have this old furniture inside where it's also welcoming, and like a cigarette smoke and stuff, and you can find troubles other than your own. And you can buy troubles and sell troubles for the second-hand market.
Yeah,
so this was the plan.
Like coming from 80s. I mean, our grandfathers or our parents are going there and spending their time.
Now they only play like, I think. And this is the plan for it. It was like a very rustic and authentic Turkish coffee place where I didn't forget the water closet, of course, because that's very important. Now I'm going to move on. Okay. So, I mean, here it was like the Turkish viewers will know the Melekler Kahvesi. It was going to be like, if you buy one coffee, you get one trouble for free. That kind of advertisement going on here. So then the concept changed a little bit. So here, I hope that you will start to contribute, because we are asking you what is trouble for you.
Actually, after we moved from these early sketches, we decided to make it online. Also, because of the pandemic, we started this project like 5 months ago, and we were dreaming that someday
we're gonna have a pop-up shop in Karaköy.
So we started to make all things in the online. So somehow we still need to develop our idea, because we are very specialized. We are very specific and special definition of trouble for everybody, each other. I mean, so we want to ask to you, what is trouble for you? I mean,
it's not the specific trouble, but the meaning of trouble, like the definition of trouble.
What it means to you.
In Wikipedia, when you write the definition of trouble, it's like the difficulty of or problems that you're in the current situation, or public unrest or disorder. So what do you consider trouble is going to be our first question for the audience.
Yeah. Also, this is a game.
Yeah.
We find this trouble game.
So do you want to be sure? Do you want us to define what is trouble for us,
Yes.
or do you want with examples? This is my trouble.
No, not examples yet. We're gonna ask for examples later. But first, I mean, what do you define as trouble? Like,
yeah. Okay, so maybe this is Müge speaking. Unfortunately, I have to leave in 4 minutes, but I would
thank you for coming, Müge.
Yeah, so I would like to congratulate your initiative. Really, I mean, guys, this is such a good initiative. So I wish you the best for the further activities. And to me, the trouble means the roadblocks and the bottlenecks that I face while reaching to my goals, and I would categorize them as like under urgency and importance. So urgency means to me my daily bottlenecks, my daily troubles, and the important category. I mean, what falls under important category is the mainly the troubles that impact the world globally. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is more or less what I consider as trouble.
Yeah. So to summarize, the daily troubles that impact your daily life, and the general troubles of the world that is going to come in the next few years or decades, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And basically, these are the roadblocks that we face, whether daily and or like yearly basis, or even a longer time period, which will prevent us to live a better life, or which would prevent us to achieve to our goals in general.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I have to leave now.
Thank you for coming
in this journey. So it's excellent to see you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, so does anybody else want to add to what is trouble for you? Nope. Yes. Nope.
Yani genel olarak yaşadığımız konforu etkileyen şeyler aslında uzun vadeli ya da kısa vadeli olarak bizim için dert oluşturur. Yani bugün benim tırnağımın kırılması da benim için bir derttir. Kısa vadeli de olsa, 15 dakikalık bir dert de olsa. Ama bir hastalığa yakalanmam uzun sürede geçecek. O daha uzun vadeli bir derttir, daha büyük bir derttir. Aslında her şey daha çok kişisel bir şey. Her şey herkes için dert de olabilir. Bazı insanlar için dert olan şeyler benim için asla dert olmayabilir. Yani biraz aslında kişinin kendi konforuna bağlı dert dediğimiz kavram sanırım diye düşünüyorum.
So it is something that impacts your daily comfort levels.
Yani günlük veya yaşamsal olarak da diyebiliriz tabii ki de buna. Kişiden kişiye gerçekten çok değişiklik gösterebilir.
So it's like interchangeable? No, not interchangeable.
Personal.
Like it's personal.
It's kind of personal things that you feel worry about, like, for example.
But maybe only the value, like the level of like bothering you changes personally, but maybe there are some common troubles. So
yeah, it's changeable actually.
Yeah.
It's changeable. It's also changeable for you, as you said. And there's one person who we read from
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin's quotes about
what was
this.
It? He
I will
said
find
that.
it again.
He said that everything, nothing is permanent, even our troubles.
Yeah.
Even our daily troubles. So yeah.
It's kind of information actually.
Yeah. So what are the types of troubles?
So we can come to what types of are troubles. For example, there are some different troubles. They can be personal, they can be a concern, they can be a worrying about something.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe to categorize them, we thought
can
that
be despair too, actually.
Yeah, we thought that we can look at the concept of anxiety, worry, trouble, concern, because it's with the despair and the fear that comes from personal experiences, as well as the worldly troubles that are happening every day. Like, we wake up to a new trouble every day in Turkey, which is very fun. And so they like
interconnected to
yeah,
each other.
and they affect your daily life, everyday life after
Yeah.
a while.
Actually, somehow we need to identify our troubles and we need to evaluate it to something for everyone somehow, because the surroundings, the environment affects you. It makes some effects on you, and it directs you to somewhere. And if you don't want this direction, it starts to be a trouble.
Yeah.
So interconnected problems, for example, a problem affects on another problem, affects on another problem, and it changes itself so quickly. And it's really hard to specify, identify what is the real problem, what is the thing that we need to know, actually.
Yeah, because our troubles can come from personal experiences. So that means the past. So the past experiences can cause you worries. And then you have the present time. And so the national news or the international news can cause some anxiety or troubles for you. And then there's the despair for the future. Like, you don't know how the economy is going to go. You don't know if there is going to be any water to be used in 12 years, or there's going to be any food. So there are some like types of troubles. So
also, they can be weaponized also. If you are a power center, like if you are directing people, if you give them fear, if you give them trouble, they will start to not think about
the bigger pictures.
The bigger picture and the system, and they try to find a solution, but there is no solution at all, or the solutions are too demanding that you cannot follow them in your daily life. So
distraction.
Distraction, definitely. So if your personal problem is putting food on the table, then you can't really think about the government changing the federal
law.
Not federal law, Federal Merkez Bankası. Federal Bank, whoever it is, I don't know.
Central Bank.
Yeah. Okay.
So kind of also, if you want to solve one problem, maybe you need to solve like 5 problems first, then it will make a change. So I think it's the most hardest part to identify what is the real trouble, what are the troubles that embodied each self to another trouble.
I mean, because everybody's trouble is real for themselves, but I mean, there are some common troubles, and even if you don't speak about it, there are some troubles that are hidden in the person's mind. So we were thinking, what is the nature of trouble? So the nature of trouble is like it is very important for the trouble's owner, and it's very taken very seriously. And mostly it is secretive. You only tell them to like very close friends or family, and it changes all the time. So sometimes they're interlinked with each other, and sometimes they support each other, sometimes they like destroy each other. And there are some problems which are like more philosophical and more like universal, which don't have a like an answer or like a solution. So they're called wicked problems.
Yep.
And they can be simple or complicated. And complicated problems like support each other, like they roll on top of each other. And they can be each other's beginning and end, like the reason and the conclusion.
Yeah.
So they're called problematic.
Actually, I feel like we need to find a map troubles to each other somehow to understand the nature and types of these troubles. So this is the part actually we are actually focused on to develop. And also we want to ask you too, if you give any contribution to that, we will be appreciated, because we are only 2 person and it's a group work. I mean,
we definitely need your feedback.
It's a normative
So what
search.
do you think is the nature of trouble?
Yeah.
Like, how does it evolve, or how does it start for you?
Yeah.
Hello again. I would like to speak actually. As you mentioned, I started to think and had an idea about this, and I think the nature of trouble is caused by the basic needs of human beings. For example, health, for example, money, or for example, sexual needs. So if there is a issue, or if there is psychological or physiological, if there's an issue, I think it's affecting everything. So it has a domino effect, and it is, how to say, it is affecting other parts or other luxuries or relationship with other people as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Do you have anything to add?
Not now. I mean,
okay, so I'm going to the next slide. So the next question is, how do we share our troubles?
Yeah, how do you share your troubles?
Yeah.
For example, I mean, most of you are talking, but sometimes it's really hard to talk. Sometimes we are sharing them by writing, or sometimes we are making protests, but not these days, I think.
Yeah, no more protesting for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Is any contribution? Would you like to?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's easier to speak about your troubles to someone you don't know. So maybe it's easier for you to share your troubles in a virtual environment, or you like to share only with your mother or only with your best friend, because when your mother knows about your troubles, then she can like come back to it.
Yes, intervene anytime, maybe.
Yeah, it's not going to be nice
You need
after a while.
You need to trust the people who you are giving your
troubles to.
Actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it somehow also blocks the roaming of troubles to each other, because first we need to trust, for example, to tell someone about this. So it's really actually affecting on the speed of vibration, because isn't it? Yeah.
How it's going to spread? You mean? Like when I tell you my secrets, you're not going to tell anyone. But if I write it on a platform, then it might go viral with me being anonymous.
Yeah.
So it might help other people as well.
By the platform that we are initiated, we are trying to make people anonymous. And that way it will give them to share more troubles with more people, and maybe it will change how we interconnect.
The way we share troubles will be more common, so everybody will be more comfortable sharing them.
Maybe
we'll see.
I'm always interested in this Güzin abla types of trouble sharing, and even today, I'm just watching Beyaz TV. People, they are sharing their troubles there, and there's always a psychologist who is helping, and the troubles are extreme, like beyond imagination. I think that it can also help you a lot, this program. And
No.
and I was thinking from the beginning, the trouble is me, and then I just realized that I have to sell the trouble, then selling myself. Then I said, okay, another thing. Let's find another thing.
We're gonna come to that. How to sell your troubles. Don't worry.
Actually,
And by how do I share my troubles? I had a very dark moment in my life, and I wrote all my troubles in a notebook. Then I threw it away. So, and it helped me a lot. This
I did the same.
Mediation.
But
meditation.
The thing is to know that, I did the same. I'm telling you now, but you don't really know other people who are doing it. So you think that something is wrong with you, or, nobody does that except you. But actually, there's a common area of people who are doing the same thing to heal themselves of their troubles. So the sharing part is important.
Mostly we are thinking we are the only one, and we are the wrong one. I mean, there are some molds in our environment, and somehow we don't fit in that sometimes, and this is the trouble that is not belong to you. Actually,
I mean, when you go
problem.
When you go on log into Instagram and you see all these people having fun, so beautiful and whatever, so you think that to be successful or to be happy you need to fit in that mold, but and you think that something is wrong with you, so you don't share it with anybody, but you are trying to direct yourself in that direction so you will fit in that mold. So we need to change the way we share our troubles, we thought, so that everybody is more comfortable with sharing and seeing that they're not alone
at all, actually.
So who do we share our troubles with? It's basically...
Actually, the thing that you give an example is the Beyaz TV programs, but they are also they are very nice examples, but in here we are trying to decentralize it. I mean, more problems, more people, they are connected to
and
each
make
other.
It
Anonymous, they are connected to each other. And they can find each other in a better way, maybe. I don't know.
So, I mean, if you have anything to add here, like the way that you share your troubles, or the way you get rid of your troubles, or are you just like trying to put them back in your head and move on, or in Turkish we have a saying, like a cultural saying, like don't listen to yourself so much so you don't think about your troubles, or my mother used to say koşarken gözükmez, which is very weird to say right now, but
it will be invisible when
you won't see it
running.
When you're running, like so your troubles will disappear when you're moving in a rapid way. So if you have any examples other than this, it would be nice if you shared as well.
Or we can ask that what are the reasons?
What are the reasons for not sharing your troubles today? Like, what made you stop sharing your troubles with other people? This is another question.
This is the other way of the question, actually. If you are not sharing, we are asking you are not sharing. If you are sharing, what are them?
Maybe I can make a contribution.
Sure.
departing from what Eti said about her mother, I remembered what my mother told me when I was in my teenager years. I was trying to focus on my troubles and as a teenager, and you know, like put the emphasis on myself. But my mom always made me run after these daily chores. And I think I felt the same thing during the pandemic, and my mind brought me, and the news and the troubles are coming from outside or from myself, from my inner psyche. But then I tried to give. I realized that I tried to, maybe this is something that I've learned. Probably
yeah, most definitely.
Now that I realized it.
Yeah. I remember when I was 15 and I was telling my mom, like, what is the purpose of life? And she was like looking at me like I'm crazy. And
go to the bakkal and buy some bread and
she was
come
like,
back.
You need to stop listening to yourself and go out.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Very helpful.
Also, our culture.
I also want to add, you also mentioned in your presentation the tactic of inactivism.
Yeah.
So while dealing with our troubles, for instance, about the about Istanbul Convention and or ecological problems or financial problems, or even our troubles with our relationship with friends and with the loved ones. I mean, the sharing is not always my solution. Sometimes I prefer not to share, so that, because I realize that the more I talk about it, the more I share, the bigger it gets.
Yeah.
So sometimes I try to ignore, which is the theme of our festival.
Yeah.
So I try to ignore, and I use ignorance as a tactic to be more active.
Like a defense mechanism, actually.
Yes, and so I use ignorance as a tactic to become active in the fields that I want to and I believe to be whatever, like useful or valuable or more fun. All right, that's my solution. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I mean, we usually stop sharing, or we don't share not to be judged or like be condescended, or maybe people will think that what we think is very important for us is not important, and we will seem vulnerable or, you know, not powerful enough, or as you said, Ebru, it will get bigger once you share it, or it's very difficult to face the problems, or so you don't want to say them out loud, or you have so much going on in your daily life that you don't have time to deal with your, you know, general troubles. So it comes to the, you know, putting food on the table, and you can't really deal with the governmental issues. So as we mentioned before, the cultural factors are, you know, the don't think about it kind of motherly advice is happening as well. So yeah, do you have anything else to share? Does anyone have anything?
I can maybe add on to the question that you're asking right now in your slide. Yeah. I realized that sometimes I do not want to share, and I do not want any other thing or people to intervene in my with my troubles. But it becomes sharing troubles become a way of socializing, especially in Turkey, I would say it. If you're not sharing any of your troubles, there must be something wrong with you. Some people are thinking in that way, and especially I'll give you a specific example of the taxi drivers, with the taxi drivers. I mean, as soon as you get on a taxi in Istanbul, I feel sometimes obliged to share some kind of a problem. You know, it could be about the weather, it could be about the traffic, or I I feel hesitated to hear the problems of the driver. And sometimes if no one shares any troubles, then it becomes another problem, because that tense relationship, that silence,
awkward environment is happening.
sometimes, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, generally, the way we communicate with each other in Turkey right now is through dedikodu. I don't know what it's like, gossip. Like, if you're not sharing your own problems, you need to be sharing others' problems so you can contribute to the conversation. You know, otherwise nobody's listening to you anymore, because they don't have the patience. They only have the patience to a limited time where you're sharing others' problems, which is very important. You know, gossiping is a way of communication. It's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if anyone has anything to add. Or no.
Also, I can't watch TV anymore because I'm so sensitive.
Oh yeah, we're not watching the news anymore.
Yeah, news or any kind of national television or news or anything. I mean, if there's something happening, it's coming from Instagram or somewhere else. So somehow,
someone you know about it. Like, you can't really prevent knowing what's going on. Like, even though we don't really read the news or watch the news, we knew on Saturday morning that the Istanbul Convention was, you know, canceled, and then the federal bank guy was changed and whatever. So you can't really prevent yourself from knowing these things. Yeah. So I'm going on the next slide if nobody's adding anything more. When did we stop sharing our troubles? What was the breaking point? So your breaking point, you were talking to me about it.
While we are preparing this presentation, when did I stop to watch anything from anywhere? It was Gezi Park protests. Actually, I really feel broken what happened there, and all these power issue goes on, and how it reshaped, how it redefined in different parties. I feel like very despair actually, and I feel so bad about these kinds of things, and I started to be very sensitive about this news again and again, and somehow there is a system trying to make you unhappy every day.
Yeah, definitely.
If you spend a day without hearing kind of this
bad news,
you are in a profit.
You're like a
something like that
Nirvana
right now.
state or something. For me, it was after the Gezi incidents. I really believed that things were going to change. So when in 2014 there was an election, I was really like, okay, everything is going to change. Then we voted, nothing changed. And then in 2015 there was another election, because I don't know what the election is, because since I was 18 and I'm 30 something, I don't know, I'm not going to share. 30 something, that every year we had an election or a referendum or something. So I voted every year and nothing changed. I think it was in 2016 or 17 when we were with a group of friends and we were watching the voting, unrevealing or whatever. Then I started to cry because this was the third time that nothing was changing. And after that, I think I stopped caring.
Something like that, actually.
Yeah. So what was your breaking point?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Like, do you have a moment like this?
It's your time to sell your troubles, guys. We are selling our problems right now, actually. You don't feel it yet, but while we are talking,
we're talking about our troubles as well. So does anyone have anything to add? Like, what was the breaking point for you? Do you have a special date or time or like occasion where you think that it was that you stopped caring? Like, I don't care about Turkey anymore. I don't care about people anymore. I don't care about the weather anymore. I don't know.
Okay, you can speak, please. Go ahead.
Okay, so Gizem, you can speak now.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will continue. I would say that I think it's the same for me as you. The third time that the government did not change, I stopped caring because everyone was like, this time it's gonna happen, and it didn't happen. So okay, I don't watch the news since a really long time, and I would say. Regarding the protests and everything, I would say when I realized the volume of ignorant people, I stopped sharing any opinion regarding these local news.
Because you're scared as well, because you don't know what the other person is going to say.
And I wouldn't like to be like the older people who continue to speak about these local news all day and changes nothing. So I said, okay, I have things to do. So why don't I spend my time and energy on those? So I just stopped my whole interest in these news.
Thank you. Yeah, the same thing happened to us. So, I mean, it's also weird to say that you're not watching the news, because some people are very invested in the news and they, follow everything. And when you say that I don't watch the news, then you seem like you're like weird or ignorant or like, what? You have this, weird reactions happening to you. But yeah, I haven't. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. I stopped watching the news in 1999 after the earthquake because I was really, really emotional after the earthquake. So whenever I started watching the news, the Turkish news always gives you some drama, like some cat has died or some child is, I don't know, suistimal edilmek neydi?
I don't know.
Okay. So a child is like, let's say, poor. So
abused.
Thank you, Gizem.
Yes, vulnerable ones, like.
Yeah, and so every time I watched the news, I started to cry, and I couldn't control it. So I decided to watch less and less news. I started to only read the newspapers online, or when we had the paper. Really,
in this point, I think for our sensitive people, like sensitive people, actually we maybe made something wrong, because maybe we need a new perspective to look about the situation. I'm not talking about the earthquake, but the other third time election disappeared. I mean, maybe we are looking something in a wrong way. I mean, we don't understand something, so we need to contribution from someone else to find a new way to look and don't ignore the real problem. I mean, so not sharing also
it's not a solution.
It's not a solution too.
It's like, when your mother says koşarken gözükmez, because you're just, trying to ignore and go past it, but it never disappears. Actually,
we need to find creative ways to redefine the troubles,
to express ourselves
on the troubles.
Yeah. So, is a trouble that no one else knows valuable? So this comes from another philosophical. What?
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to add something to the previous question.
Sure, thank you.
What I believe is that it's not just about news. It's just we're so bombarded by too many stuff all the time. It can be social media as well, that we have started to lose our some personal skills of sharing and also developing a thick skin. I guess that's how it's said.
Definitely.
So the more we are exposed to too many stuff, the less we become maybe sensitive or to lose sense with ourselves. And it's not just one point maybe, but it's like a gradual
it builds up after a while.
It builds up, yes.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. Like,
Direct.
yeah, more exposure, less sensitive. Yeah.
I also taking notes
Yeah.
from you about
so we can
Can I also add something?
Sure.
I also would like to add that someone mentioned this earlier. When it becomes a matter of life and death in our lives, my priority has shifted. So I think you are looking for specific occasions or events so that you make a marking point. Did I get it right? So I remember my father had a heart attack, and I had a health problem. So I become more aware of the value of my life, and then the other problems seem to me more less prioritized. So that was the breaking point, one of the breaking points for me. And when the frequency of the troubles that we are hearing from everyone, when it increases so much, I think a lot of people find their selves values more prioritized. And
there are so many news coming from everywhere, so everybody's overwhelmed and they don't really stop and think about their problems anymore after a point. It's like Öykü said, you get a thick skin about the governmental or international issues, and you're only thinking about your daily problems that are affecting your life mostly. Right? So yeah, I'm going to the next slide. So, is a trouble that no one else knows valuable? This question actually comes from the philosophic question: if a tree falls in a forest where nobody hears it, the tree really falls. So if you don't talk about your problems and nobody else knows about your problems, and I have a problem, but it's the same with Oğuz, but we don't know each other's problems, so we all think that we're individuals having that individual problem and we're not sharing. So if nobody knows it, is it valuable? So that's another question.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, let's go to the other.
Because Zeynep told previously, I'm writing to the paper
like
and throwing it to the
But yeah, I mean, in that sense, like, people are going to virtual environments to express their problems because they don't want anyone to know, but they also want to know that other people are sharing their problems as well. So you don't feel alone. Like in this panic, like when everybody's like isolated as well, it's very difficult to know that you're not alone. I think that's the main issue here. So it's very difficult to give value to a problem when everything is so personal.
Yani şöyle bir şey olabilir benim aklıma gelen. Sadece senin derdinse bu, tabii ki de senin için bir anlam ifade ediyordur ve bu senin için önemlidir. Ama bu kitlesel bir boyuta ulaştığında herkes için bir anlam ifade etmeye başlar. Buradaki değer dediğimiz şey biraz kitlesel hale geldiğinde aslında toplanan bir şey oluyor.
Ama işte şöyle bir şey var. Sen eğer if you don't share your problems, then how are you gonna know that others are sharing your problem?
İşte yani paylaşman gerekir bu durumda da zaten. Paylaşmazsan sadece bu senin için anlamı olan, kimsenin bilmediği bir şey olur. Yani Küba'yla sen alışveriş yapmıyorsan Küba parası senin için bir anlam ifade etmiyordur gibi bir durum.
And also how many troubles that sometimes you think that it's your trouble, but it's not your trouble. You are looking in a that way.
Yeah.
It's the trouble that is pushed to you
By the government or the
but
system.
Passively from somewhere. For example, a traffic issue. It's not about driving cars. It's about how you design your cities.
And the streets.
These kinds of things.
Yeah.
That really interrupts our daily life or
like your future worries. They're mostly about how your profession is going to grow or how your economy is going to grow, but that's not really actually your problem. It's the system's fault that your economy is going bad. Like you really don't have anything that you can do to improve it. So yeah, what was it?
Actually, I just really
wrote
something,
knowing,
but it's really
it's
from
before.
the
Okay, so the next slide. Oh yeah. So we have this trouble market idea, which is LinkedIn out, dert edin in. Dert is Turkish for trouble. So a trouble market is going to be a structured exchange platform where you can buy and sell your troubles.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, first we need to classify and find actually, I think in that way we need to identify, specify, classify,
and clarify.
Clarify our problems in one platform anonymously, so we will be able to find a different way of looking things. That's why we try to create this dert edin as a synonym of trouble. Dert is it?
Yeah, like own some troubles, but it doesn't go with LinkedIn, so dert edin is better.
Actually, we will change maybe the logo, or we don't change. I don't know.
I like it. I don't know.
It depends on you.
We have other logos like Instagram or Dartgram or like Troublegram. Is it forcing? I don't know. So how does it work? So this is
it's not work like that, first of all.
Okay. This is the wrong way to work. I don't know. This is an individual creative way of working it. We just come across this news today. Like this guy is traveling around Turkey hitchhiking, and for the past like 3.5 or 4 months, he's been hitchhiking through Turkey through 40 cities or something. So he's listened to so many troubles from probably like truck drivers. Truck drivers or something. He put up a sign saying that I will listen to your problems for 10 liras, but if you can make me cry with your problems, I will give you 100. So this was a good initiative, I think.
You're not the only entrepreneur from Turkey.
So well, while we were thinking about this platform, he was thinking more individually in another way. So he was also thinking that the troubles can be sold and bought. So
I think it's a nice way to protest things too. It's a really low cost.
Low cost.
Low cost, but
it's better than free hugs for 1 lira. You know? Well, if it's 1 lira, then it's not free. Okay. So our platform works in what? This way, let's say.
This way, or the way actually we are still trying
we can discuss how it's going to be, but we thought that, you know, we have this trouble market. We already like own the name dartedin.org, and so it's going to be like an interactive platform where you can exchange trouble commodities. It's going to be anonymous, so when you enter the site and sign up, we'll give you, I don't know, 10 Dart coins to start with, and then when you enter your troubles anonymously, then you're gonna earn more coins, or it's going to be something like that. We're not really sure right now, so we want to discuss how the platform is going to go with you. But we were thinking of having a Dart coin, the currency unit that helps you buy and sell new troubles. So the user, you, will be anonymous, and the content creator will be you. So you're gonna be the content manager and the trouble investor. So you're gonna you can create the contents, create troubles. You can write your own troubles, or you can just invest on others' troubles, thinking that it will gain value.
Something like that.
So trouble mining is another thing. Like it's like a blockchain technology for Dart coins, trouble coin, where you have this pool and you put some money into it, and you are waiting for some time, and it's like a lottery. If you can win some Dart coin from the mining.
Actually, it's not the final thoughts. Maybe you have a better idea. We can
how to
listen
share,
them, or you have a concern about this. For example, it's really a kind of tricky and also very
private,
sensitive issue. We are also trying to find a way to creatively share our troubles each other, to find a new understanding, and to find a new looking of
so
it.
let's give an example.
You can take it as a parody too also, but we will make a little workshop then, maybe.
At the end of this presentation, we want you to actually come up with your troubles anonymously. Well, we will know, but nobody else will know. For an example, let's give an example. Like, my trouble is with my boss. I don't have a boss, but well, my trouble is with my boss. So I'm entering my trouble into the platform, and because I entered the trouble, I gain 10 Dart coins. And then with that 10 Dart coins, I'm looking at the most popular troubles that are written in the platform, which is, I don't know,
you can add up
ice melting, and then you put your coin in the ice melting trouble, and if it goes up, then you earn more coins.
Actually, it's really hard to identify troubles, because one's trouble is not the other's trouble. So I just try to find a platform. Actually, we are trying to make this platform.
So if you have anything to add right now to the how the platform can work in your own opinion,
we can totally change our plans too. Because if something is better than you,
nothing is set in stone, and this is a workshop. It's a safe place. We can all share with each other, we're hoping. So if you have anything.
I was thinking, sorry, I disconnected, so I missed some parts. And as I'm the host, I was a bit, but yes, it works now. I was thinking, when I saw this Dart coin, and when I saw these people as well, and your idea of Darthane, a bit like kahvehane, eti, I was thinking also this Altın Günü. How to translate, I don't know, golden day.
Gold day.
So and as we were also thinking that our troubles can be common, so maybe that there can be this Altın Günü. This is like how can we just explain Altın Günü to people who doesn't know about Altın Günü? I don't know.
Like, you gather once a week or monthly with your friends, where you exchange gold coins, so you can collect some money. Like, if you are really bad of saving up your money and you're spending it all, then you have to pay your neighbors one each week. So depending on how many people you are, if you're 8 people, in 2 months you're gonna get 8 coins, and everybody is going around like that. So you're
Yes,
saving.
because you know it's like caring about the trouble of the other one, so that you can just give your trouble to the hands of the other one, so that they will find solution for it, and you won't care about it anymore for 1 month, let's say, and the solution will come at the end of. But when the day comes to you, so you have to get all the troubles of others and match the troubles that can be like, can go together, like trouble of health of Eti and Oğuz. I have to find a solution to that, and travel to the nanana, and then for 1 month give the luxury to the other to think about this trouble anymore. So I was thinking.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. As it is something that's very local and people knows a lot, and everybody can do altın günü. You know, no matter which economic situations are, because rich people does it as well. So it's like a traditional social thing. So I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I mean, in that specific kahvehane example, we thought that, you know, you can come in and tell your problem, and then I'm going to tell you a bigger problem so you can forget about your small problem, you know, something more paradox dedim ama.
Paradox yok.
Hayır. Neyse, it's comical, let's say comical, funny, parody than that. Yeah, so if you come to me and say that, I don't know, well, if somebody is ill, then there is not a bigger problem than health. But if it's something about your daily life, I'm going to tell you that we're going to all die in 10 years anyway. So, you know, your problem is going to go for a while. I don't know. I mean, it was going to be something like that. But then we evolved and made it more public so people can actually decide and invest in the troubles they think is most valuable or most commonly shared. Yeah. So why we use blockchain technology? It's basically because we want people to remain anonymous, so they can share with ease, and they can feel more at comfort, you know. And
also control the uniqueness of the trouble, actually.
Yeah, and now that, you know, all the economy is becoming unreliable, like the dollar is unreliable, the Turkish lira is unreliable. Blockchains are a little more forthcoming.
Also, it's somehow popular right now.
Yeah, and popularity is important to, you know, to send the message.
It's somehow a play of
capitalism.
But it's not capitalism anymore, actually. It's against of it. Anyways, I will not go deeper on that.
Okay. How do we determine the concept of trouble, and how is it evaluated? I mean, this is the problem that we're facing right now in this problem workshop, that it is very difficult to give evaluation to some other person's troubles, because every trouble is very important to that person, and nobody else but that person can judge the value of that problem. So we were thinking of, you know, maybe we can record them and share them and evaluate them according to their popularity or originality or authenticity. Like, we can group them by identifying them in, you know, daily troubles or national troubles or local troubles or international troubles, future troubles. I don't know. I mean, it's up to us now, all together with you, to like come up with other ideas how to evaluate people's troubles. And remember that it's going to be anonymous, so don't worry if you think that, you know, people are going to judge you, because nobody is going to judge you. We're, you know, here to surface problems that have been forgotten or have not been spoken of for a while. So yeah, this is your turn now. Speak. Now. Nobody's speaking. You
Normal.
speak.
Yani
How
Yeah,
do we start the process?
Aynen.
Like, should we share our problem, or should we talk about the value of the problems, the troubles that we see in the world or in our lives? So what's
No,
step
we're not
one?
really sharing our problems right now. We're gonna share our problems, but this is the parts where we are defining how valuable is a problem. Like, how are we gonna score the problems? Like, is it like 5 people said I have a problem with my boss, and 2 people said, global warming. So because 5 people have a problem with their boss, is it more valuable than global warming? I mean, this is a discussion I think that we need to have.
Yeah.
How to score the troubles.
Ya ben biraz şöyle düşündüm bunu. Aslında 3 ana başlığa ayrılabilir. Global, işte national dediğimiz tamamen senin içinde bulunduğun ülkeyi
Ulusal.
ilgilendiren ulusal, evet, aklıma gelmedi kelime. Üçüncüsü de kişisel olabilir. Bunlara da şöyle aslında hani global bir problem aslında herkese etkilediği için 1000 puansa işte ulusal olan daha küçük bir grubu etkilediği için 100 puan. Kişisel olansa aslında hani herkesin paylaştığı bir şey olursa ancak değeri artacak bir şeye dönüşür. 10 puanla açılış yapar gibi geliyor bana. Böyle olunca işte insanların katıldığı konular, topikler aslında, insanların katıldığı, ortaklaştığı dertler farklı boyutlarla değer kazanır. Hani global bir problem çok hızlı yükselebilecekken, ya atıyorum işte buzulların erimesi büyük bir problem ama dünyaca bu problemle karşı karşıya kalacağız ama dünyadaki herkes bu problemin ne kadar büyük olduğu boyutuyla ilgili bir fikri yok ya da bunu önemsemeyip bununla ilgili bir şey düşünmüyor bile. Yani bunun endişesini taşımıyor. Bazıları bunun gerçek olduğunu, iklim değişikliğinin inanmıyor. Ama bu bir gerçek. Dolayısıyla yani puanlandırma ya da işte sistemi biraz o şekilde olmalı diye düşünüyorum.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that we need to give some multipliers to global problems, international problems and global problems are the same, and national problems and local problems. So if it's a global problem, like the ice caps melting, then we're going to multiply it by 1,000. And if it's like a national problem, like Turkish problem, then you're going to multiply it by 100. And if it's like a local problem, like Şişli problem, I don't know, like Istanbul problem, you're going to multiply it by 10, right? Zeynep?
Different kinds of.
Yes, you are right.
Thank you. So yeah, that's an idea to like have multiplications. But then like if more than 10 people wrote about global warming, but more than 100 people wrote about their boss, then global warming will be 10,000 and the boss problem will be 1,000. So yeah, global warming is going to be more valuable. But
Different markets.
maybe
Maybe
global market.
Maybe the amount of time that the trouble has not been resolved would be another criteria, because the trouble, for instance, that I'm having with my boss, maybe I've been having the same trouble for 20 years, but the global warming, the problem has been going on for ages. So that would be a criteria, perhaps.
Or maybe you can actually solve your problem with your boss by quitting and finding a new job, maybe. But the global warming is a more difficult endeavor to accomplish. So maybe it can be about the solutions. I don't know, I'm just thinking like if it has a solution or if it's like an unsolvable by personal gains or personal interruptions.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
What about the likes? For example, I entered a trouble in the system, wherever, global, local, or personal, and then people likes us. For example, 2 people likes and I get 5 points or whatever, and each person who like, let's not say it's like, but let's say it's supporting. So we could get points per support, let's say.
So if we have the platform and I give you like 2 choices and you choose, they're both local choices or they're both global choices, and if you choose the one of the problems, then it's going to gain 1 more point. So it might be a platform like that, you know, I give you like a comparison or, you know, choices, as I said, like 12 times, so you can like choose one another. Like they can, I don't know, like, you know, they're like who wore it better, you know. When you have Rihanna and I don't know who, I don't know why I thought of Rihanna right now. I'm so ashamed. It's okay. And then you have the same dress with another person, so you're comparing the winner with the other person. Does anybody understand what I'm saying?
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it, Eti. Could you repeat it, please?
Okay, so I give you 2 choices. One is a problem with your boss, and one is a problem with your street. And then you choose. Then you're comparing the boss to, I don't know, traffic. So you're always choosing between 2 options and deciding which is more valuable in your own opinion, anonymously, of course. So
Binary.
Is it binary? I don't know.
Kind of binary selection.
Yeah, so that's the final problem has the most points given by you, and the first problem that you didn't choose has the least points. Does that make any sense?
I think we need to specify the problems in a different markets.
No, okay. I'm thinking about, you know, when you're comparing 2 problems, they're going to be local.
Maybe
like not
okay.
Not local to international or local to global. It's going to be both local.
Okay. Local to local, it can be comparable or it can't be comparable to. Anyways, it's really hard issue because we need to make
But
it
I
down.
think that system would be more hackable, because if I want to hack your system and if I want to give a certain trouble, I would find a way to do that.
Yeah,
No?
but maybe you can only vote once to some trouble.
So that means you need to be limited. No, not identified. Limited. You need to be limited. You need to create for the platform, and you also, by this creation, you will get some points, and you can spend them on limited problems. Not everything, I mean. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay.
So yeah, what are you thinking about this evaluation process? Like how is it gonna, I mean, how it should be, in your opinion? I'm listening.
So if the troubles would be expressed by, in quote, humans, so would there be a distinction between the problems of, I don't know, the minerals on Earth, or the problems of the cats in Istanbul, or the problems of water? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna, I think, establish like a local I mean, how we're going to establish it is going to be artificial intelligence, or are we going to do it? I'm not really sure right now, but we're going to identify them as local, national, and international, or universal problems. Like universe is expanding so much that it's going to implode into itself or something. I'm coming with troubles as I go. I don't know.
Anyways,
Yeah, we're gonna die.
let's think that a little bit later.
Zeynep is saying we're gonna die.
Actually, all our problems coming from we will die one day. So, actually, all our fears depends on the
mortality of
mortality.
humans. Yeah, I mean, we don't know if we're gonna die tomorrow or we're gonna die today, like after this workshop or during this workshop or whatever. I'm shutting up now.
Let's
Okay, so we prepared this Wall Street like to show that our troubles can be exchanged as the commodities in Wall Street. This is the 80s, I think. 80s Wall Street. Nobody's shouting anymore.
Seste problem var. Videonun sesi gelmiyor. Siz konuşurken de seste problem oluyor.
Okay.
Maybe
okay,
we
you can
can
see.
pass.
Yeah, you can see this videos in amberNetworkPlatform Instagram.
So let's
Let's
start.
say.
I think.
Okay.
Or we can.
Oops. Okay, so we should start with sharing our problems.
Yes. I mean, because we need to be anonymous in our scenario. You can send us it or me your
Private
troubles,
chat.
troubles. But first of all, I mean, I need to reopen my notes to direct you better. We will make some rounds. It will like first about your first.
First, we want you to share your top 3 daily troubles. Like, what is your trouble that is occupying your mind right now or today? And you can share it privately from this platform as well. So you can just click on my name or Oğuz's name and then say private chat, and then you can send us your 3 top troubles. So we can make a list and see. I mean, this is private because we want them to be anonymous, and we don't want people to see each other's troubles and write the same trouble. So we want to see like how many individual troubles are there, how many are local, how many are national, how many are international.
Yeah, we are down to earth right now by you. I mean, we need data to make our platform better or platform scenario better. So we are asking you to tell top
3 troubles that you have right now.
Yeah.
So you can share.
We are waiting.
Yes, I mean, it's better if you share with Oğuz because I can't really look at my messages right now.
Just to make something clear, you want us to write our personal troubles, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the trouble that's occupying your mind today. It doesn't need to be like on Saturday we were thinking about the Istanbul Convention. It wasn't that personal. It was more it wasn't it was national. But I mean, today it might only be personal or it might be something else. I mean, we don't want to really direct you. So what is occupying your mind today is our question. So you can send us 3 of your top problems that you're having today or thinking about today. To Oğuz in a private chat.
I will take a note.
Because if I look now, everybody's gonna see because I'm sharing my screen. That's another trouble.
Not trouble.
What is it? I'm gonna blow my nose. So sorry. Ama benden bakarsan şey olur.
Sesle alakalı kapatacaktım da.
Bundan sonra bir şey yok zaten. Kapatabilirim aslında share'i. Hı? Kapatayım mı?
Yarısını kapat istiyorsan. Kapat.
Is everybody sharing?
Yeah, people are.
Okay, I'm not sharing my screen anymore, so you can share with me as well. Zeynep, Gizem, that's not personally naming people here, but Özge. Come on, I know you have problems.
Problems.
I mean troubles, sorry.
Datayı collect etmemiz.
It's gonna take a while, so you can have your water or your pee break or coffee.
Interesting. Küçük küçük not mu alsak beraber?
İstiyorsan Excel file falan gibi bir şey yapalım mı?
Nasıl yapsak? Buradan okuyacağımıza göre buradan açalım.
Tamam, okey. Şu anda zaten share etmiyorum ya ekranı.
Tamam.
Google Documents açalım.
3 tane şeyi çoğu kişi tamamladı. İkinci roundda soracağımız soru. Sorry, we need to continue on English. I forget. İkinci round, the second round question is.
Yeah, I mean, because we were asking you your daily problems right now, now we're asking you to write 3 of your future worries. Like, I don't know, I don't want to direct you. So the 3 of the top worries that is concerning you about your own future or your children's future or the country's future, I don't know. So 3 of your future worries, right now. Oğuz, please. Did anybody, everybody understand the question? Like the first round is completed right now, and the second round is we are asking you to write us 3 of your top future worries. If you can share right now with Oğuz via private chat, that would be great.
Buraya yazmam hiçbir şey ifade etmiyor.
Evet, öyle yazdım. Guys, is everybody sleeping? I told you to go pee, I know, but yeah, you should have come back by now.
This one was difficult question so that we would have more time to think about.
Yeah.
Structure we are trying to make talk about your travels.
I mean, because we made these rounds, it doesn't mean that you need to.
We will ask for maybe 1 or 5 minutes to make them a list, and you can read all of these travels in the 4th round, and you can pick new ones. You can pick some of these ones again that you don't mention or that you want to.
Öykü asked what was the question. The questions were, I mean, rounds of questions, but it's not concerned about people's daily problems or future concerns or with past experiences. So you can just write what is occupying your minds, and we'll see, like, we're going to try to categorize them according to the local, national, and international troubles, and see like which trouble is most written.
Or is there any similarities or differences between them, and what makes popular after we show you the list, and what was the before situation, because we are right now supporting that sharing your problem will be better to make the other people share.
Yeah.
So
it will help other people share as
we
well.
will score them. First, we will score from your first answers. Then we will score them from the second round. I mean, we will show the list to you, and we will score this again, and we will show you the moment, what happens to your trouble, or what happens to your score. I mean.
So, okay. So write us your troubles that you have in mind. And in 5 minutes, we're going to gather a table. Like we're going to try to group the troubles in 3. And then we're going to share the table with you, like the graph with you. And then you can say, okay, I have that trouble as well. Or, yeah, I think that trouble is worthy, or, more valuable. And then you're gonna like select the troubles that you want to invest in. And maybe we will follow Zeynep's advice by multiplying the global and local problems by different
we will see. I mean,
multipliers.
maybe we need to start right now.
Okay.
Let's do it here. I mean, because it's really easy to copy and paste to Word from here.
Word değil mi? Excel'de.
Okay. Excel. It will be anonymous. I mean, we will not expose your names. So, but still, if you want to omit something, it's okay. You can tell us, and we can take it from the board, because that's how we are designing our platform too, in our minds.
Yeah, and before we started, we were talking about the Baby Shark jingle. If anybody's wondering what Baby Shark is doing in the comment section. Because Baby Shark jingle is another problem because it gets stuck in your brain, I think.
I concerned. Şuradan baştan alalım o zaman. Buradan başlayalım.
I'm muted.
It will be very fast when we were able to make this platform.
Yeah, when it's online and with the programming background, it's going to be faster. But now we're doing it by hand, so it's going to take...
Before investing time about coding, we need to be sure that it's working. Thanks for sharing, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, you can keep sharing. We're looking at the messages and nobody else is seeing them. So you can keep continuing sharing the problems of your past experiences, of your daily life, daily routine, local problems, national problems, international, universal problems, and the future worries.
Okay.
It can all be personal. It doesn't need to be like local, universal. Every one of them can be personal. It doesn't matter. Like you can just share freely. Maybe we can share.
Şimdi mi?
I mean, like
Yazarken
personal.
mi?
Kendimizin.
Okay. I will add to the end.
Maybe we shouldn't be anonymous to make people start. I don't know. Or make them more comfortable.
By the way, there's a problem Turkish English.
Şunu aslında bir altındakine.
Ne yapayım?
Yok neyse sonra toplarız. Sen şimdiki yazmaya devam et. So I'm thinking about my daily troubles that I had today. One was I was really anxious for this workshop. So thanks for coming and thanks for contributing and thanks for listening. It was, having a lecture is something else, but having an interaction with the people who are listening to is, it was scaring me. So thank you for sharing, definitely. And my second was very funny, but I thought that if I put the computer too low, that my chin is gonna be double. Is that a real trouble? I don't know. It is a real trouble for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So my third trouble was, Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin. Is it Bitcoin? Bitcoin miydi bunların adı ya? Evet.
Ne?
Bir para yatırdığımız şeylerin. I started investing in alternative coins like 3 days ago. So it's kind of worrying because I have an addictive personality. So I can't stop checking the rates and it's quite a problem. Well, it's not a real problem. I lost some money yesterday. Now I'm gaining it and I have no idea what's happening, but I enjoy it. So it's kind of scary and troublesome. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but yeah, alternative coins are quite troubling. So my past experience. Açlık. Kıtlık pardon. My past experiences can be well, my addiction to certain things. Like when I started playing something, I can't really stop. So yeah, I'm afraid that this Bitcoin thing is going to be an addiction for me. And I'm gonna lose all my money. And what else? Then I'm gonna gain weight again because I lost like 20 kilos 3 or 4 times in my life and I gained them back. And now I lost like 10, 13 kilos again. And I might gain them back if I just start eating or lose control. And what past experience do I have? That I don't know.
Dünya ne oluyor?
Another past experience is like.
Okay, I made the list. I don't
so
know.
I can shut up now. Okay.
No, I mean, I made the list. Now I will share my screen and I will ask you.
I don't think you can share your screen. Zeynep, can Oğuz share his screen as well?
I will give him the
Thank
right
you.
to share.
Kapatma. Çok şuradan. Nereye gitti?
Buraya geçtim.
Şu. Aha.
Custom preferences mi? Bir dakika. Firewall'umda bir takım sıkıntılar.
Quit dedi.
Mecbur
Sen
bir daha gireceğim.
airdrop'tan bana gönder, ben açayım.
Tamam, ben bunu kaydedip Eti'ye atayım.
Technical difficulties we're having.
So, Eti, you will share, right?
Yes, I will share once Oğuz shares the document with me.
Okay, I will give you then the right.
Yeah.
Share.
Onu kaydettikten sonra sağ klik yapacağım. Desktop'a mı kaydettin?
İşte bilmiyorum nereye kaydettim.
Save as
Şundan
yap, tekrar
kurtulamıyorum.
desktop'a kaydet.
Save as'i de bulamadım.
Şurada.
Ha, şurada tam. Share.
Airdrop.
Metro. Sende Excel var mı?
Var. Göndermedin mi?
Nerede?
Gelmedi. Bir bekle, bana sorsun. Tamam, şimdi geldi. Download sonra geliyor. Heh. Open.
Açıldı mı ki?
Açılıyor. Şunu share yapayım da. Nereden share yapıyorum? Buradan. Hello. Okay. So it's mixed Turkish and English. So we didn't categorize right
Can
now.
you read it? Actually,
No, not at all. It's too small.
okay, then we will. What can we do? Is
We
it?
will read them one by one, maybe, and
Yeah,
we can decide all together.
And also we can translate it to English, and we will give an ID to it. If you feel that you have same problem, please take a ID number.
Yeah.
Note the ID number and send the ID number.
Yeah, ID number can be this. One.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
One
4.
is the fear of becoming ill. That might be about the COVID or anything else.
I mean,
Two.
it's too obvious. You
Yeah.
don't need to explain, but you can continue reading. The
Okay.
second one.
The second one is loneliness. The third one is overworking. Fourth is going insane. Fifth is not becoming the person that you wanted to be. It's being expressionless. The sixth one is the troubles that you might have if you have kids.
Unplanned kids, actually.
Okay. So 7, the fear of falling. 8, bullying, being made fun of. Üçüncü bulamadım değil mi? Yazmayı yapmayayım.
Sorry.
Wait. 9. Overwork again. So should we say like overwork 2 here?
No. Overwork. Don't mix it up.
Okay.
If somebody hear overwork in the first place,
Yeah.
Then it give a mark to overwork already. So if you heard 2 times same, you don't need to take the second number.
Okay, so 9 and maybe 3 might be similar. So 10 is traffic. It's like from home to school takes.
Actually, it's transportation.
Transportation, yeah.
Waste of time.
Waste of time, definitely.
I have a question because at the beginning you asked us, what are your troubles today? So am I really focusing on today troubles or
No, now it's like
general?
General.
Okay.
If you have a resonate on this trouble in your life, but you forget to write down on your write down on the messages, it's the second chance to take a note on that.
I mean, at first you said that I have a fear of falling, but you also have a fear of, I don't know, futurism, feminist worries in Turkey. Then you can say, oh, I forgot, and I will give 1 more point for the Turkish feminism.
Then you can write down 15 to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where were we? 11. It's healthy eating. 12.
Hard to conduct to eat healthy food.
What?
Actually, 11 was hard to conduct a healthy eating routine. Yes.
Yeah, that's
more descriptive.
Okay. 12 is even though
shyness, maybe, I don't know. Or we can shyness.
Okay. 13. Career, profession.
Career worries.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
14 is health issues.
Uncertain career, actually. Career.
Future worries, bunu siliyorum.
Okay.
15 is the worry about the Turkish feminism.
Hard to
structure.
No. İnşa etmenin İngilizcesi.
Build.
Hard to build feminist vision in Turkey or feminist understanding in Turkey. 16. What I'm going to cook for supper. 17. What I can do to stop censoring. 18. When will the spring come? 19.
I mean, today it snowed, which is very weird.
By the way, I'm not in the presentation right now. You can write to Eti. Because they will not.
Didn't you log in?
No,
again?
I didn't log in, I think.
Okay. 19. Can we learn Can we stop femicide and social, political, economical inequality in the future. 23, my back is aching. 24, my internet connection is bad. 25, 90% of my to-do list is not finished.
Unfulfill your goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
26, the fear of losing the people I love. 27,
27 is
economical,
the worst economical situation and the suppression
of freedom,
of freedom.
speech, or
Maybe we can divide it to
two.
Let's
Yeah.
put a
Insert. Sen kendinden girmeye çalışsana.
Okay.
9, trust issues in relationships. 30, avoiding too many people. 31, earthquake. 32, too much plastic usage. 33, I'm concerned about getting cold. Well, I'm concerned about getting old. That's another issue.
Yep.
34, I worry about not finding further funding for our startup. 35, I'm just bored for staying at home too long. 36, famine. 37,
Is it starvation?
Famine is like, when there's no water, there's no crops. So there's no food. It's not starvation.
It's not drought.
It's not drought. It's like lack of food.
Okay. 38.
37, moving out from my current place, where to move and stuff. 38, only 2 future concerns, which is not,
Okay.
we delete. 38, I couldn't be rich today. 39, plastic usage. 40, drought. This is like,
Yeah.
41 is war and being poor. I think this is 2 other, we can separate them as well. Huh?
Okay.
43, national problems is ignorance and bigotry. And these are 2 different problems as well. Bigotry is, it's fanatism. It's a completely different issue, I think. And the last one is buying an island for $70,000 so we can have our own democracy.
What we call regrets. Regrets, actually, it's regrets to buy something.
Yeah, regress to invest in something. Like if I invested in Bitcoin when it was $15,000, then I would be
missing an opportunity. Actually,
It's a
missing an opportunity.
I'm changing it then.
Yeah.
I can't change it.
This is the way I'm trying to explain. Sometimes we identify our troubles, but the identification is linked to something else. We need to conceptualize it, actually.
Yeah.
So we can find different ways to look that trouble too.
So we send our answers where?
Yeah. So let me see what you wrote.
Try to come back.
So if you have, nobody wrote anything here. I'm sharing again. So if you have any concerns that you didn't think of before, but you are sharing now with the list that is here, you can tell us now. Like the fear of being ill, loneliness, overworking, going insane, staying at. Am I muted?
It's not that, but it was pretty fast for me, so I couldn't find the time to get some note, take some notes. I need some review. That's why I couldn't manage to share my notes with you.
Sorry, Eti, I muted you. Can you unmute yourself? I did it my mistake. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, I was.
Sorry.
I heard somebody muted me, but I was confused.
I was just trying to send you a message. The message that we were
Okay.
talking about, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that this is a quick workshop, and but it's the basis. Maybe we can set our platform on. So we were thinking if this is a right way to continue to evaluate the troubles. Like, we have a list that people gave us input from, and then you decide if, I mean, not decide, but you add on to other people's troubles that you are sharing. So if you're sharing any of the troubles that are listed here, I understand that it's quite difficult to read right now from the list.
Maybe
Maybe
you
we can share.
Yeah, you can give us an email address so we can make a group, then send. Is it okay? Or just send it here? Because we need a feedback
Yeah.
after that. How
I
can
mean,
we
we can
contact
share
with the
this.
people?
How many questions are there?
I mean, right
30?
now we have like 45 troubles.
So
But
over
some of them are
35 troubles, 8 was mine. And now I have 23 troubles thanks to you. I had only 8. Now I have to deal with 23. By the way, if everyone is okay, we can share this table with others and then collect their answers. I can send by email and
It will be
facilitate.
better. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we will share this book, and you can take in the B column, you can take a note like 1 or some mark. I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. So we will be able to evaluate and score and how to struct and how to remap these troubles together. Then we will have a data, real data, and we can make a new strategies to make it real, actually.
So yeah, does everybody think that this platform will work this way, or do you have any other suggestions?
And also we can share this, but I'm not sure if the people can take this sheet.
I mean, we can.
I have an idea. If you
Sure.
can put it in a spreadsheet and share the link so people can access it right now easily and vote instead of sending it through email.
It will be not anonymous anymore then.
Yeah, everybody will see the people who write on it. We thought about it, but we're not sure if they want to show their names. Like everybody.
But it shows anonymously when you're inviting someone from outside of that platform.
Is it
in
possible?
Spreadsheet? Yeah.
Let's try.
Let's try.
Oh, my
And
screen
also,
is showing.
I think we need to turn it to English a little bit.
But then it's going to take time.
Okay.
So we can't continue.
Is there
right
any
now.
English?
No.
Are
everyone Turkish?
Everyone is Turkish. Okay.
Or are they?
I mean, the contribution comes from the Turkish people, then it's okay to send everything in a Turkish. Okay. Let's spreadsheet.
Okay, let's spreadsheet.
I think it's a good idea to make the spreadsheet. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on it.
There.
Niye?
O başka bir şey, bizim değil o.
Ha, okay. New diyeceğim o zaman. Değil mi? Tamam buranın. Buraya da senin yaptıklarını yapıştıracağım.
Yes.
Neydi o?
Aslında.
Ne?
Ne yaptın? Değil mi?
Hı hı.
Rap etsen hepsinde aynı form.
Kuzu.
Bunu resetlemen lazım her şey.
Tamam oldu.
Tamam. Bunu şimdi açık yapacağız.
Share diyeceğim. Okay.
Save it.
Trouble.
Save it.
Tamam pardon.
We are having a little rush here. Because
Trouble Market Workshop. Trouble Market Workshop. Tut. Sonracığıma share.
Get shared link.
Only with people edit. Tamam. Anyone with the link diyorum.
Tamam.
Sadece viewer değil, editor diyorum.
Tamam.
O zaman. Sonra da copy link diyorum. Ve size
Atıyorum.
atacağım. Ama nereden? Benim ay.
BBB.
Örneğin. Okay. Atıyorum buraya.
Let's
Okay.
try then.
So now you have the Google spreadsheets. I can't even say big blue button. Big blue button. Okay. Anyway, so you can enter the document, and maybe in the B column you can just write one or just put a cross. I don't know.
Just put a mark in a different columns so we can evaluate it.
Yeah.
I mean, if there is someone make a B column,
Then choose the C column.
then choose the C column, please, or D column.
Is it okay? Can everybody get onto the Google Sheets? Have you tried? Thank you.
Yes, it looks like it's working.
Perfect.
I am an anonymous hippopotam, I think. Yes.
Zeynep, can you say big blue button? It's very difficult for me.
Big blue hippopotam.
Big blue button.
BBB.
BBB. Oh, nice.
Cool.
Okay.
I didn't know this actually.
Anonymous mu şey
Anonymous
varmış?
olduğunu bilmiyordum.
Anonymous
If I
people.
knew that, I will not ask to send all these things to me.
Yeah, because before the workshop started, we actually discussed this, but we weren't sure if it would be anonymous, so we decided not to have this. And we looked at the anonymous whiteboard platforms, online platforms.
Please choose a different column.
No, they can do this. No.
Is this way?
Yani işte fear of being ill is 2
Okay.
points.
Okay, then
Like,
what can I say?
What can you say?
If you think. It's really funny to watch.
You
how
guys
it's
are great.
scoring.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you all for this
Participating and interacting.
and
Really,
effort.
we appreciate it. It's really fun to see. What happens if you're trying to write at the same time? I don't know. Thank you, Öykü. Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you all. We are really appreciated that. It somehow looks crazy, we know, but somehow I feel like it can be done somehow too, but we are not there yet. I mean,
it's going to take some time to
sometimes
create a
to-
platform to make it work. And
I mean the scenario or
Yeah.
working principle, if you know how it works 100%, it's really easy to make
write the code.
write the code.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
I mean, the most important thing is to create something that people are comfortable with. It's not like we're making fun of you, but or your problems. It's like we're making you own your problems.
Actually, it's a way
other
of sharing and caring.
Sharing and caring.
Yes, it's a way of sharing.
And that's our motto.
Yeah, and somehow maybe
Thank you, Gizem.
revealing it.
Thank you for your contribution and being here. Bye. It's like an old computer game happening in the next screen.
Really normative word, by the way. I mean normative, not positive, but normative. Social science. Something.
Social sciences. Explain more, please.
It's really, I'm not sure I can explain. How it looks like. I don't know what it means. You know what I'm doing?
No. Our trouble is we can't express ourselves very clearly.
I can put like 3 X's on one box.
If you...
I mean, we would prefer if you didn't, but if it's very important to you, you can.
Can you please do it in the C one? Because we can understand. If it's in the different column, I can understand that somebody tried to do something different.
But
I'm just saying, you just need to check that too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a mutual trust that's happening right now. So we trust you to give us some honest answers.
Actually, how you behave is too important to make a working scenario.
Yeah, make assumptions
on this
as well.
platform.
So,
So I try to write down all your behaviors, how you are interact with this idea. That's why I'm asking all steps different.
By the way, I mean, it's like short stopping as well, because shortlisting or something. Yeah. Do you remember like a month ago, there was news about the Reddit users shortlisting some commodities in the Wall Street market. So they all bought the same commodity, or they all sold the same commodity. So the price of the commodity rose or dropped. So it can happen the same way here. If you put too much like emphasis on one value or one trouble, then you can make the price of the commodity rise. So that's another issue that can be addressed in this market as well. So you can play with it.
Yep.
Yep. That's a very nice contribution.
My contribution is so rich.
Yep.
Oh,
it's been more than 2 hours. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
We spoke too much.
By the way, it ends with this. I mean, we need to work on this data a little bit together. Then we can publish it publicly, and we can redo our work.
I mean, it's going to take some time.
Yeah, if you do your contribution, thank you. I mean, it's almost done.
Yeah, Dartcoin is going to be sold first to you. Okay.
We'll send you some
you will have the most value. You will buy the Dartcoin with $6,000, and the others will buy them from $32,000. Okay. You, all the contributors.
So, yes, little by little, we are closing this session as well then.
Yeah, I can't believe that it was a really nice workshop. Thank you all for contributing. It was really, really nice to hear your opinions and help us develop this idea for the better.
Thanks for your data.
Yes. And once we create the platform, I hope that we can share it with you, and you will all come there as well.
Yes. Is there any notes, anything that you would like to share before closing?
Us? I mean, we
You
talked.
and all the participants. I mean,
Okay. Yes, the participants. If you want the dart coins, speak now or forever hold your peace.
It
Everybody's-
looks like threatening, but she's not threatening at all.
You know Tweety, the cartoon character. I can be the nice Tweety and I can be the monster Tweety. Do you know that? There was this once episode with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the Tweety drinks some potion and then it becomes something like this.
ah. Yes, okay.
I forgot that this is recorded.
Yes, I would rather not imagine you like this. You are nice to
Okay,
me.
it's not my trouble to be embarrassed. It's your trouble to embarrass me. We should finish.
Yes.
Stop.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, let's finish with Baby Shark. Okay, Zeynep, you need to
Stop, please. She's trying to say something.
Okay, Zeynep, we're not
Sorry.
doing
Yeah, maybe before Baby Shark, I can say that amberNetworkFestival will continue with the conversation about collective's role in Izmir. It's an event by Darağaç with Hande Bozbik, Ali Kemal Ertem, Tom Keogh, and Ali Cem Doğan. It's on Friday, not tomorrow. And Baby Shark, yes, please.
Okay, Zeynep, we are waiting for your performance, Baby Shark performance. Are you coming online? Maybe Özge can help you. Don't be shy, guys. I will start you. But I don't know the words that much. It was like Baby Shark, Baby Shark.
I think it's
Baby
time to
Shark,
leave go.
Baby Shark.
It's going somewhere else that I don't expect.
Okay, thank you very much for coming and contributing. Love you guys.
Yeah. See you.
Bye. I don't know.
Now we're having big trouble.
Baby Shark'la mı trouble'a girdik?
I think Zeynep will do that.
What?
Recording bitti şu anda değil mi?
Evet.
Tamam.
We can still be on YouTube. Yesterday it happened again
Really?
with Ozan and me.
O zaman should I stop singing Baby Shark? Nobody joined me. It's a disappointment.
Okay.
When I start
Okay.
speaking, I can't stop. So yeah, for the last 2 hours, I probably spoke more than I did for the last 2 years. So yeah, that's another trouble.
Are we going?
Should I stop?
Should I stop anything?
So maybe I will just click on
And-
oturumu kapat, oturumu sonlandır, and see you.
That would
Thank
be
you very
nice.
much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.